This is the starting line of the Lapland Arctic Ultra. One of the coldest, most grueling foot races in the world. And yes, I signed up to do it.
I'm honestly feeling like I'm in a bit of a daze. I think I just gotta go for it.
The distance I'm attempting is over 500 kilometers or 320 miles.
When you put yourself in these situations, there is always something you'll learn about yourself.
Over the next 10 days of this brutal and self-sufficient race, I'll be facing ice and snow and freezing cold.
I'm so tired.
Va a haber muchísimos momentos de soledad y creo que eso va a ser otra cosa que va a ser muy complicada, sobre todo en la noche.
The danger of hypothermia and frostbite.
It's cold. I'm cold.
Exhaustion, sleep deprivation, and challenges I could not foresee.
I'm so close to the finish, but I don't know if I can do it. I hate this.
Like if I have a resounding memory that brings a little bit of fear, is just conquering the tiredness that you will feel, you know you're going to feel.
Va a ser solo para personas fuertes.
I can already tell you that out of the 12 people who stood on the starting line of the full distance, only 8 finished.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
I think my strategy right now is to just go quite fast while I have the energy, while I'm in a good mood, you know. Just gonna try and make as much progress as I possibly and humanly can on day one, and then see where we go from there.
I've been here before, on the starting line of this very race. Last year, I attempted it for the first time. 3 days in, I quit. And over the last year, I've been obsessing about coming back and finishing the thing. So I'm here to redeem myself, I guess.
For the last 45 minutes or so, I've been hauling myself up this mountain towards the first checkpoint. Oh my god. This is exhausting. With a really fully loaded sled. This is so draining. But you just gotta keep putting one foot in front of the other. Just made it to the checkpoint. Josh isn't here yet with his camera. Oh, he's just arrived! Can't believe I made it here before you. This is the first checkpoint of the entire race. It's about 37 kilometers in, and we need to get like a medical check, so we're gonna take a look at our feet, make sure we don't have frostbite or anything, and we're gonna get some food and some hot drinks.
You warm enough?
Yeah.
Perfect. Nice. All good?
So my check is done. I've had my food, I've had my hot drinks, I had 3 hot chocolates. So I think I'm ready to get going. I don't really know how far I'll get today. I'm gonna try and get as far as I possibly can. It's getting darker, and I think in the next half an hour it'll be completely pitch black, so I kind of want to get going, set off into the night.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second. This is the battleground. 320 miles or 515k, 12,000 feet of elevation gain. Over the next 10 days, my mission will be to complete these 2 giant loops and one massive journey across the Swedish Arctic. Along the trail, I'll have to pass by race checkpoints, but it's up to me how fast or how slow I go every single day, as long as I make it to the finish line before the 10-day cutoff. On day 1, I covered 41 miles.
I think it's time for me to get some rest, get some sleep for the night. The last couple of hours I've been seeing things on the trail, like my mind has really been playing tricks on me. I've been seeing dogs everywhere. I think that means I need to get some sleep. So this is where I'm gonna stay tonight. my god, day 2! Feeling good, but I have a couple of blisters on my feet. This thing is far heavier than expected. It was like 17 kg when I first tried it out, and now it's like definitely over 20. Because I added like my tripod, my camera, 4 liters of water, still feeling quite strong.
Everyone who does this race comes here hoping to get something out of it, and it's not a medal or a record. Josephine said it best.
I always find that there's a moment of like 100% happiness, and it's entirely unpredictable when it's going to happen. It was really cold and I was going across a lake and I felt completely elated, and it just came from nowhere. It lasted about half an hour of just complete and utter joy. It's magical.
I didn't know whether I would be granted this moment of 100% happiness, but I hoped that it would come.
This is Yokfall, and Yokfall is a really nice checkpoint. So I need to go get my medical check done again. I'm gonna get some food, charge my stuff, get some rest, spend maybe an hour, and then head out again. Whew. It's so warm in there. Oh, I'm gonna miss this.
Just as I left the checkpoint, Josephine made it in. She finished this race last year in really good time, but things weren't going too well this time around.
Did you manage to get any sleep last night?
My tent pole broke.
You're kidding.
Yeah, so I'd set it up and then I thought, well, I'll try and use it a bit like a bivvy. And then it was just not working.
Josephine ended up getting some rest at the checkpoint, but later that day, she decided to drop out of the race. The exhaustion had already hit, and she didn't think she would be able to catch up on her distance. Meanwhile, about 80 miles in, this wasn't the news I wanted to hear. She's such a strong athlete, and if she couldn't make it, then what made me think that I could? But I tried to silence those thoughts and just focus on making relentless forward progress, even if the sled in the snow made it impossible to run. But any progress is progress, even if it's slow.
Good morning. I woke up here in Winter Wonderland once again. That is my tent over there. And over there is Alexander. We were trekking together for the last few hours of last night, and then we decided to just set up camp next to each other, which is quite nice. I am currently just trying to get ready to hit the road again. Melting some snow for water. And yeah, got a pretty big day ahead today, but not as big as the last 2 days. I'm gonna try and take it a little bit more easy. Oh, hello.
Good morning, how are you?
Ah, good. It's cold.
I mean, the car said -14 when I left.
In fact, -14.
Yeah.
-14.
Yeah.
That's why everything was frozen.
Yeah. Alexander woke up and his bivvy was like
My
covered in
boots
frost.
had frostbite, my tent has frostbite. Everything was frostbite.
It was really nice to have company for once. Definitely makes you feel like you're part of something bigger. It's not just you out there in the world. Day 3. I'm having quite a bit of pain in my right leg. Feels like shin splits. When I woke up this morning, stood up for the first time, I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. But it's getting better now. To warm up a little. Hopefully it'll go away.
So, why? Why continue if you're in pain and tired and cold? As much as I've tried over the years to articulate a smart and logical reason for why we do things like this, I'm not sure you can really explain it with words. I think we do these things because we want to feel. We want to feel to the extreme, feel the full spectrum of human aliveness within us. Is chasing a feeling a good reason to risk your life and health and spend 10 days pulling a sled through the snow? Yeah, I'd say that's what life is all about.
I am starving. I'm so hungry.
I feel like a slave. Slave mode.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a slave to my pulk. Oh my god, look at that. All these options. So you're gonna have macaroni cheese or chili stew with beans. So as it turns out, 2 people have already scratched from the race since last night. Josephine and Emma, which leaves only 10 of us in the race on day 3. Really goes to show that this is quite the challenge.
By the end of day 3, I was about to reach the 116-mile mark. For the first time, but not the last in the race, I felt my energy crash.
For some reason I've been so cold. So cold. This is why it pays to have a watch with navigation. Because the markers are all over the place. But now I know I need to go that way. And about 3 minutes from now, I'm gonna be warm again. I'm collapsing on the floor.
When you stand on the starting line of a race this long, it's so hard to imagine how things will play out. Anything could go wrong. Exhaustion, injury, gear, navigation, your stomach, your head. The first few days are always the easiest, and even they aren't easy. But it's around here, day 3, day 4, that you really start to get into the thick of it.
So I've been having this pain, at the front of my calf for the last 2 days. And it's quite intense.
You're now perpetually hungry, cold, tired, wet, and a bit of a wreck of a human being. This is where the real test begins. Alexander rolled in shortly after me, and he was not doing great, although, frankly, he looked much better than me.
Lovely and warm, he's lovely and warm.
Was going like hell in the end to reach the end.
Yeah.
He started talking about dropping out of the race there and then. I tried to convince him to keep going a little bit longer, so he said he'll sleep on it.
Okay, see you guys. Oh, look at this weather. You know, the snow, as pretty as it is, makes it such hard work to pull this fucking thing. Oh! No! No! I can't fucking believe it. It just broke. No! Holy shit. What do I do now? Fuck. Oh. Oh no. This is all just metal wiring that completely broke. Alright. I know what to do. Last thing I need right now. I don't know. This looks very janky. I don't think it's gonna hold up. Oh no, now I'm so imbalanced. I've just messaged the race HQ to tell them about this.
Yeah, I mean, we helped Lars with the problem. We're certainly going to help you. It's just a matter of how much time that's going to take us.
So there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that they can bring me some replacement wire. The bad news is that it's going to take 3 hours. 3 hours is a pretty long time to be waiting out in the cold when it's snowing, and I can't even get into that car. That's Josh's car, you know, that Josh has been using to follow me around, and I can't even get inside it because that would be considered as external help. So I have to be here outside in the snow.
I stood around and waited for a bit, but got cold pretty quickly, so I decided to set up my tent nearby and wait inside my sleeping bag.
Woo! I'm just having a little nap. Yeah. I'm just really, really grateful that the guys are helping me sort out this issue and that I can keep going. That's honestly the only thing that actually matters. So, really appreciate it. Managed to fix the problem, which is great. I got some new poles, actual poles now. They are just a little bit more sturdy.
At this point, I was in pain. Mile by mile, my shin was getting worse. Every time my leg landed at a slightly off angle, it just sent sharp and shooting pain up my leg. All I could do was take painkillers and hope that the pain would eventually go away. But then I also got some unwanted news. Alexander decided to drop out of the race after all. Now, with him and Josephine gone, both of my mates were out of the race.
How are you, man?
Very good, and you?
Man, you're killing it.
Stop. Voy primero, pero quedan muchos kilómetros, quedan 150 kilómetros, si no me equivoco. Estoy muy cansado de piernas, tengo mucho dolor en las plantas del pie, tengo heridas, sobre todo también la espalda, me duele, pero es como hemos hablado, muy mental, la prueba es muy mental, y aunque tengas dolores, tienes que obligarte a seguir y tratar de acabar.
Juan Car was leading the race and going so fast. Meanwhile, things weren't going so great down my end. The previous day, I was on my feet for 20 hours. The sleep deprivation and the pain were really getting to me, and I had my first thoughts about quitting.
A quick break from future Ava to tell you about the partner of this adventure and a tool that really, really helped me survive this grueling race, the Coros watch. I use the Coros Vertix 2S, which is honestly the most powerful sports watch I've ever owned. For the Arctic Ultra, I was able to use the really powerful navigation features. The Coros watch guided me along my GPX tracks and shared with me some really, really useful information like the distance and elevation gain to the next waypoint or checkpoint. The map on the watch is clearly visible, but you can also pair it with the Coros app on your smartphone and use the special extender feature to save your phone battery. And pretty conveniently, the Coros alerted me whenever I veered off trail with a sound and a vibration, so that even if I was really wiped, really tired, and incapable of thinking straight, I still knew that I was safe and on the right path. My own battery was pretty low by the end of the event, I'll admit, but with all systems running on the Coros watch, it actually only needed one single recharge during the entire 10-day event. One more thing that we don't really talk about enough in the context of endurance training or any kind of endurance events, your heart rate. You want to start slow and keep your pace steady in order to avoid burnout early on. So the Coros watch really helped me track all of that data, my heart rate throughout the entire event, just to make sure that I was in that sustainable zone and I could make it all the way till the end. And I didn't even have to think about it. A massive thank you to Coros for creating such a beautiful, powerful watch and for supporting my race. cold today. Beautiful clear skies, but it means that it's a lot colder than on the other days. I had a couple of moments earlier today where painkillers would wear off, leaving me with this shooting pain up my leg. That was not fun. I had to stop quite a bit, screamed to the trees, but then the painkillers kick in after 20 minutes and life just feels so much better. Tonight I think might be the coldest night we've had so far. And just because, you know, at this point you're so tired, you're so exhausted that your body finds it hard to warm itself up. Very cold tonight. You can see my hair is just covered with frost. I suspect it's about minus 18 degrees, something like that. It's cold. I'm cold. I gotta keep moving. I'm tired. I'm so sleepy. But I gotta keep moving.
That day, I reached the halfway point, around 250 kilometers, but I wasn't in any state to celebrate it. When I stopped for the night, I was many miles away from any shelter or checkpoint.
I've decided to stop here for the night. It's very, very cold. I don't know how cold, but it's very cold. It's like 2:30 a.m. and I'm falling asleep while walking. So I really need to set up camp right now. Everything is frozen, including the tent.
For a couple of hours that night, I caught myself falling asleep while walking. At one point, I actually knelt by my sled and dozed off for a few moments. This is incredibly dangerous in conditions like this, where you can literally freeze to death. So I knew I needed to stop.
Ooh, it's so cold. It is nearly 3 a.m. I've just stopped. I have made not much progress today. I've been so slow, so tired and so cold all day. And it's 3 a.m. So I just figured I really need to stop now, set up camp and sleep, because I don't know what's going on, but at this rate, I'll never get there. Good morning. I've had like 4 hours of sleep. Still feeling pretty cold and pretty beat up. I think I need to get packing. Just need to get out of here. Yeah, I've just started packing up. It is beautiful out here. And thankfully the sun is out. So maybe I'll be able to get a little bit warmer. I'm still feeling dreadfully cold. I think it's just a mix of exhaustion and the drop in temperatures. I'm very cold. I'm so tired. I just really want to get into a warm room.
After that night, shivering inside my sleeping bag and struggling to get warm, things really started to fall apart.
Oh mate, it was cold last night, hey?
So cold. I'm still really cold. I can't get warm. Oh my god. I'm just so tired. Not a great day. All I can think about is quitting. just that it's so long every day, you know? And it's so cold. And I was just like, last night I was walking and I was falling asleep while walking. Which then obviously freaks you out because it's freezing, and what if you just fall to the ground and then you freeze to death? It's not at all unlikely. So it's just a little scary to be here. I think I want to try and get to the next checkpoint. I think I just need to stay there for the rest of the day and for the night. I don't know if I can make it because it's really gonna cut down on the distance that I do. So I don't know if I'll be able to make the cutoff if I continue. But I can't.
I break myself down. Willingly, I allow everything to fall apart. My strength is no longer there. Willingly, I go to the place inside me that feels like a desert. I am the shell of a human being. But out here, I am still seeking answers. Will I succumb to pain, or will I keep going? With every step, I wait for the answers to come.
How does it feel to be this close to a checkpoint after today?
Yeah, really good. I'm just so happy to be here, and I'm really excited to have some hot tea, hot chocolate, hot coffee, hot fucking everything. Hot, just heat. Really heat in my body.
Hey, welcome. Good to see you.
You too.
We got the fire ready for you.
I am not staying outside a minute longer. Oh my god. Warmth.
So the checkpoints along the trail are basically stops where you get a medical check, some food and hot water. They're staffed by the race volunteers, who by the way are incredible and make this event possible. You don't have to stay at a checkpoint, but sometimes you can. And that day I was so shaken and so drained and cold that the only thing on my mind was to sleep in a warm place.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah, that hurts. Thank you. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what it's like after 12 hours of resting. Because I imagine if you have a good rest with your feet up, I'm hoping that'll come down quite a bit.
I think arriving here today, I honestly, like, the last few hours of the trek, I've just been thinking about, like, should I quit? Should I not quit? That's been the big question on my mind. This race, I expected it to be tough, but it is even harder than I imagined. But I think I just need to, take a break, get a good 8-9 hours of sleep if I can, and then reassess tomorrow morning, because maybe this isn't the best time to make a decision that big, knowing just how exhausted and drained I am right now. So I'll give it a bit more time, wake up tomorrow, and then see how I feel then. I was very close to quitting this morning, honestly. I was. That's all I could think about this morning was quit. And then one of the medics, Alex, sat down with me and talked me through it, and she gave me a little pep talk. And then I left, and then it was fine. As soon as I started walking, it was fine. Sometimes you just need someone to tell you that you're capable to actually believe it. You know, one thing I'm really craving is fresh strawberries and passion fruit and oranges and all the fruit. Just so excited about fruit.
The why is not a logical reason. Your head and your body are telling you to stop. To continue makes no rational sense. And yet you put one foot in front of the other because somehow you're still chasing that feeling. And some of us were chasing that feeling much faster than others. Far in the lead, Juancar was approaching the finish line.
Vamos, 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 que lo tenemos. Ahí, only thinking in hamburger. One big hamburger and one hotel room, and good bed for sleep.
He finished the 500k in just 7 days, and that means that he covered an average distance of 71k or 44 miles every single day in the freezing cold while pulling a heavy sled. Juancar came first in the race.
515 kilómetros se han hecho durísimos, sobre todo ayer, que lo ves cerca pero aún no. Bastante complicado el tema mental, el ver que no avanzas muy rápido y tener que seguir, pero merece la pena todo el esfuerzo y cuando cumples y llegas a la meta es una satisfacción enorme.
Meanwhile, the battle continued to rage inside my head. By this point, I was so far in. I had made it 250 miles, and with only 70 to go, I had 2.5 days to make it to the finish. But my head did not want me to go a step further.
I thought at this point things would get a little easier, that there would be some kind of hump, which I thought I had already, and that I would get over that, and then the last couple of days would be like, okay, let's do this. But today may have been one of the hardest days so far, and it's far from over. 20 kilometers of just this soft snow. I'm going at like snail's speed, making no progress. I don't know why I'm here, honestly. When Josephine said that in every race there is that moment of like 100% happiness, I haven't had it. It's all just been really, really difficult. It's all been a struggle. So I don't know why I'm here. I really don't know why I'm here. I'm really not enjoying this. And if you're not enjoying something, what's the point of doing it?
You know, you're so close now, you're 2 days away. And you could fast track it and say, yeah, fuck it, I'm out now. Of course. And yeah, you get the shower and the foods and all that stuff quicker, a couple of days quicker, but it's going to feel so much better when you finish it. Like, you know you can do this.
I hate it, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking gnarly, man. Look what you're walking through.
Soft, but even my snowshoes, I just keep dropping into it. It makes it really difficult to make any sort of progress. Very slow. I'm exhausted. I don't know why I'm here. This isn't what I love. I'm so close. I'm so close to the finish, but I don't know if I can do it. I hate this. I really hate this.
At this point, you might be wondering why I didn't just quit there and then and spare myself the suffering. Well, if you ask my grandma, she would tell you that I'm as stubborn as a mule. And ultimately, I think that's why I was still going.
Joy is my fuel in everything that I do, but I'm finding none here. There's no flow, there's no happiness, there's just pain and exhaustion and frustration. And literally the only thing that's driving me forward right now is just plain stubbornness. There's nothing else. I think the toughest part of all this has just been just really struggling with motivation. Like, I didn't have any truly good moments. Maybe one at the very beginning on day one. But like real moments of joy that I feel when I'm out running in the mountains, like there was none of that. It's just been a painful, long slog. I have already found, I think, my limits. They're somewhere here. And I don't fucking care for them. I don't want to cross them anymore. That's the harsh reality. Like, I'm sorry, it's not more inspiring and romantic and empowering. Just the reality is that I'm really done with this.
So for now, you're just going to put your head down and keep walking?
Yeah, just keep walking.
At some point, you have to let go of the rational mind. You just accept that we do certain things not because they make sense, but precisely because they make no sense. Step by step, you achieve something truly, truly wild. Not for medals and not for glory, but because you are chasing a feeling.
I am like 8 kilometers away from the finish line, and but this is actually the moment that I've been looking forward to for the last 10 days, and it's not the finish line, it's something completely different.
have him back.
I think we both think it's time to finish this thing. Buddy, you want to go? You want to go for a run?
There it was, 5 miles before the finish line of a 320-mile race. My moment of 100% happiness.
Hey guys, we just wanted to say a big thank you for joining us on this crazy adventure. Want to say thank you? Good boy. There is an extended cut of this film over on my Patreon page if you'd like to take a look. It's about 10 minutes longer. And next week, right here on YouTube, I'll be hosting a Q&A session that will answer all the logistical and practical questions about the race, how it was filmed, what happened behind the scenes, and all that good stuff. So thank you again. I can't wait to hear your feedback in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next week. See you, everyone. Hear you? You want to say goodbye? Yeah? Kisses. Kisses.